She ended up being shot ambush style on the cold streets of Washington, D.C. By an individual who will now be charged with murder in the first degree. There are certainly many more charges to come, but we are upgrading the initial charges of assault to murder in the first degree. As a prosecutor, my job is to prove what happened at that scene. And make no mistake, we will do that.
U.S. Attorney for the District of Columbia, Jeanine Pirro, upgrading the charge against the suspect accused of shooting 2 National Guard members, killing 1. 20-year-old West Virginia National Guard member Sarah Beckstrom sadly succumbed to her injuries, while Andrew Wolf is currently fighting for his life. West Virginia Governor Patrick Morrissey joins us now with an update. Thank you, Governor, for joining us. So you spoke to Andrew's family earlier. What can you tell me about how he is doing?
Well, I think the condition remains very serious. It's a critical condition. Obviously, I'm not going to focus on the medical prognosis. I'll leave that to the doctors. But what I will say is this. Andrew is fighting for his life right now, and his family and all of his friends, they're trying to harvest as many prayers as possible from all across the country, all across the globe, to help him recover. By all accounts, this person, he's just been amazing, beloved by the folks within the Guard, and very popular. He is very accomplished at what he's done, and he comes from a really distinguished family of folks who have contributed to service, local service, and military service. So he's got a tight-knit group really pulling for him right now, and I think that's the best thing we can do is continue to send prayers his way.
Yeah, it's all just so unimaginable and, of course, avoidable, which also makes it enraging. How do you feel like his family is holding up right now?
You know, obviously, this is an extremely difficult situation, but I can tell you that the family is trying to look at it in the most positive manner possible, that they are rooting for him, and they're trying to just send positive energy his way. I know his mom talks about the miracle of prayer. I believe in the miracle of prayer, and I think that's their focus. So it's healthy, and I know that she's really buoyed by the number of people that are coming and praying for her. I think that what else can she do other than to really try to be positive for her son after such a heinous act that occurred that obviously is severely injured her son and killed Sarah. Just this is unconscionable what's happened.
Yeah, and obviously, you know, the fact that both of these troops came from West Virginia, I know has to weigh heavily on the hearts and minds of all West Virginians.
You know, it really does. I know that there was a vigil last night, a memorial. We issued a proclamation because we want to make sure that we're honoring these 2 brave individuals. West Virginia cares very deeply about its Guard. And there's just a proud tradition of West Virginians who step up for military service. So when something like this happens, it's really a gut punch to the communities. But people are stepping up. They know that it's time to have the Guards back. I know that I want to signal that West Virginia will do anything to help these families, to help these Guardsmen. I know President Trump believes the same thing because he has made that a priority. And I'm hopeful at the end of the day that we can see Andrew recover.
Yeah. As investigators continue their efforts to get to the bottom of exactly everything that went on here, and members of Congress and the White House begin to reevaluate how this person got into the country, either vetted or unvetted, what do you want to see happen going forward?
Well, most importantly, we need justice to be served. That's critical. I think West Virginians are counting on that. Americans are counting on that. What you started to see yesterday with the president stepping up in terms of the vetting process and trying to make sure that he's closing some of the loopholes, really that started under the Biden administration. There's so much cleanup that has to get done. Now, I was saying yesterday that when I was Attorney General, I used to have to be regularly involved in lawsuits against the Biden border disorder. Well, now there's a lot more policy work that needs to be done to make sure that all of these millions and millions of undocumented aliens that came in and other people that we have to review what are they doing, and are we confident that there's not another major criminal lurking?
Governor Patrick Morrissey, thank you so much, and our thoughts and prayers are with you and all of the good people of West Virginia, and
thanks so
obviously
much.
the Beckstrom and Wolf families. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.